Boost your English.
From English Podcast with John.
Hey friends, how are you feeling today? We're so happy to have you here at English Podcast with John. Today we're going to talk about how to describe your city or town in English. We'll guide you step by step so you can start using English confidently in your daily life. Hello, how are you today?
Hi, I'm doing great. Thank you. How about you?
I'm excellent. I'm excited for today's topic. How about you?
Oh, me too.
I think everyone listening really needs this vocabulary.
Sure. I can't wait to get started. I mean, describing where you live is often, the first thing you talk about when you meet someone new.
That's so true.
So it's such a useful conversation topic.
Absolutely. And before we begin, remember to hit that subscribe button, like this lesson, and share it with your friends who are also learning English.
Yes.
Your support helps us keep creating these easy-to-understand English lessons.
It really does. Your support really helps us. When you share the lesson, you help us reach more students who are just starting out on their English journey, just like you.
Fantastic. Okay, so let's jump right into the main part of our lesson. We call this describing your home. We are focusing on English structures suitable for A2 and B1 learners today, so we will speak slowly and clearly.
That's right.
Pay attention to the structures we use.
And our goal is to make sure you listen carefully, understand the language, and most importantly, practice speaking the phrases out loud with us.
Yes.
Speaking is the key to memory.
All right. We are starting our learning today with the two most common question patterns you will need.
Okay.
These questions are used in almost every daily conversation about location and background. So let's practice it. Listen and repeat this question slowly, twice, after me. Where are you from? Again, where are you from?
This question is the most basic way we ask about a person's hometown or country of origin. And the answer structure is usually very simple. We use the verb to be and the preposition from. So listen to my example answer. I am from a large city in the north. Now, let's have you try to say a full sentence with me. Ready? I am from New York City. One more time. I am from New York City.
Excellent. Now, we want you to try this. When someone asks you where are you from, you simply need to say, I am from, and then your city or town name.
Exactly.
Or if you want to use a more general description, you could say something like, I am from a small town.
That works perfectly too.
So let's practice this structure together. I'll ask, and you can practice answering. Repeat the question after me first, slowly. Where are you from? Where are you from? Let's do it one more time. Where are you from? Okay, now, let's practice your answer. We'll use a general phrase first. Repeat after me. I am from a small town. I am from a small town. Again, a little louder. I am from a small town.
Good job. This is a simple, perfect structure for starting any conversation. You should make sure you can say the sentence quickly and, naturally.
Right. So once you know where someone is from, the natural next step in a conversation is to know more details about that place.
You want a description.
Exactly. You want a description of the place. So we introduce our second question pattern. We ask about the characteristics of the place itself. What is your city like?
This is a great one.
It is. Listen and repeat this important question slowly, twice. What is your city like? And again, what is your city like?
This is an extremely useful question structure. When we use the phrase, what is it like, we're asking for a description or, maybe the person's opinion about the qualities of that place.
So you're not asking if they like it?
No, not at all. We're not asking about preferences. We are asking for adjectives, descriptions.
Good clarification.
The answer uses the present tense, focusing on descriptive adjectives. So, for example, if the city has many people and lots of movement, you might say.
Yeah.
It is big and very crowded. Try repeating that descriptive sentence now. It is big and very crowded. One more time for practice. It is big and very crowded.
Exactly. Or perhaps your city is very, very old. Maybe it has a long, interesting history. You could use an adjective like historic. So try repeating the sentence. It is historic. It is historic. One more time. It is historic.
That's it. And this question, what is it like, is very flexible. It asks you to provide any description you feel is most important.
Right.
Whether that is about size, atmosphere, or history. This is how we, move the conversation forward.
Let's try a short, quick dialogue practice. I will ask the question, and you, the listener, you can practice giving a simple answer.
Okay.
So think about the characteristics of your own town. Ready? What is your town like? Now, you answer. Use one simple adjective. For example, you could say, it is quiet.
Wonderful. And remember, you should practice both the question and the answer many, many times until it feels totally natural for you.
That's right.
It's so important to practice speaking out loud.
Okay, now that we have mastered the basic questions, let's learn some specific vocabulary.
The fun part.
Yes. This will help you describe the features of a city or town. We will cover size, atmosphere, and specific buildings.
First up, let's talk about size and how many people live there.
Good place to start.
For large places, we have two very common phrases we can say. A large city or a big city.
Pretty similar.
Very similar. Let's repeat those two phrases slowly. A large city. A big city. Let's do that again. A large city. A big city.
And if you live somewhere smaller, maybe a place that is not a major city, you can use these common phrases. We say, a small town, or the word a village.
And a village is usually smaller than a town, right?
That's right. It's generally smaller. So repeat these two phrases after me. A small town. A village. One more time. A small town. A village.
Okay. We also describe the population and the level of activity. So if the streets are full of many, many people and cars, you say the city is crowded.
Crowded.
Try saying it is crowded. It is crowded. And again, it is crowded.
And what about the opposite? If there are not many people and the place feels very calm and relaxed, the perfect word to use is quiet. Repeat this sentence. It is quiet. It is quiet. Once more, it is quiet.
Okay, so we often connect these ideas to provide more detail. And we do this using a simple connecting word like but or and.
Ah, a compound sentence.
Exactly. This technique is excellent for A2 learners who want to combine two simple ideas into one smooth sentence.
Let's try this example sentence structure.
Yeah.
We will combine size and atmosphere. Listen and repeat slowly, and really focus on that word but. My city is big, but it is quiet at night. My city is big, but it is quiet at night. Let's repeat that one more time. It's a great sentence. My city is big, but it is quiet at night.
That is a great example of a compound sentence. Now let's do some quick interactive practice combining these phrases.
Okay.
Repeat the question and the answer after our host.
All right, first the question. Is it a large city or a small town? Is it a large city or a small town? Again, is it a large city or a small town? And now, for the answer, we'll use that compound structure with and. My town is small and quiet. My town is small and quiet. One last time. My town is small and quiet.
Fantastic. So next, let's talk about the feeling of the place, which we call the atmosphere.
The atmosphere.
We use different adjectives here to express the city's character.
Okay, let's start with some positive adjectives. These are often used for big, active cities.
Good idea.
3 common adjectives are lively, which means full of life and energy.
Lots of activity.
Right, things happening all the time. Then busy, meaning lots of movement and work. And finally, modern.
Meaning new buildings, new technology.
Exactly. A very recent design. So let's repeat these 3 adjectives slowly. Lively, busy, modern. Let's go again. Lively, busy, modern.
Okay, but what if you prefer older, maybe more relaxing places? You might use different adjectives.
That's a great point.
So think about places with a long history. You could say historic. This means it has many old, important buildings and a long history. You can also say calm, which means peaceful and not stressful, and safe, meaning you feel secure with low crime.
All great words.
Let's repeat these 3 words. Historic, calm, safe. And one more time. Historic, calm, safe.
Perfect. And remember, you should always use these descriptive adjectives with the simple structure. It is, for example, it is lively.
Or it is safe.
Exact.
Now, let's put this into a short, natural mini dialogue. This is how we use these atmosphere words in an everyday conversation. So listen to this exchange. I'll ask the question. Do you like living there?
Yes, I do. It is very lively and modern.
Okay, now let's have you repeat that positive answer twice. Focus on the connection between the 2 adjectives.
Yes, I do. It is very lively and modern. Again, yes, I do. It is very lively and modern. All right, now let's talk about describing specific features. The haves and doesn't haves of a city.
Oh. Huh.
To describe what objects, places, or facilities your city includes, like parks, museums, or markets, we use the verb have in the present tense.
Is essential structure.
Absolutely. We focus on the structure. It has. For instance, talking about nature or recreation, listen and repeat. It has beautiful parks. It has
Yep.
beautiful parks. One more time. It has beautiful parks.
Or maybe talking about commerce and shopping.
Yeah.
Repeat this. It has a large market. It has a large
Yeah.
market. And again, it has a large market.
And talking about history, which we discussed a little earlier, repeat. It has old buildings. It has old buildings. Once more. It has old buildings.
Okay, now sometimes we need to say what a city does not include, what it does not have.
The negative form.
Right. We use the negative structure. It does not have. And remember that important word does. Yay. So if your city does not have an underground train system, you would say, it does not have a subway system. Try repeating that negative sentence now. It does not have a subway system. Again, slowly. It does not have a subway system.
Or another example, maybe you wish you could see the ocean, but your city is far inland. You would use this phrase, it does not have an ocean view.
A common situation.
It is. So repeat that sentence slowly. It does not have an ocean view. And again, it does not have an ocean view. Okay, let's do a quick writing or thinking prompt now. So listener, think about your city or town.
Your own city.
Yes, and create one sentence about something your city has. Use the structure. It has.
Take a moment right now to form that sentence in your mind. Or you can even write it down. This active practice really helps you remember the structure and the vocabulary.
Absolutely. Okay, now we move to phrases that are a little bit longer or more specific.
All right.
They're still very common when talking about big, modern cities. We just need to clarify the simple context for them.
Sounds good.
First, let's explain the phrase. A metropolitan area.
Oh, this is a very important concept.
It is, especially in places with huge populations. A metropolitan area means the main central city and all the small cities or towns that are immediately close to it or, surround it.
So it's the whole big region?
Exactly.
Yeah.
It is the entire large region of connected cities that function together.
And this phrase helps you explain that, while your immediate address might be in a small town, you are actually connected to a much larger, very active region.
That's a great way to put it.
For instance, you might live in a small town, but that town is still part of the larger metropolitan area of a capital city. Here is a simple sentence model you can use. I live in the metropolitan area of London. Try repeating this specific example slowly. I live in the metropolitan area of London. One more time. I live in the metropolitan area of London.
Okay, now let's practice some simpler related phrases that you might use in a daily chat to explain your location.
Good idea.
Repeat after me, slowly. I live near the main city. I live near the main city. Again, I live near the main city. And here's the phrase itself. It is a big metropolitan area. It is a big metropolitan area. One more time. It is a big metropolitan area.
All right. Now, for something that English learners sometimes confuse, the words famous and well-known.
Ah, yes. This is a good one to clarify.
They are very similar, but we use them in slightly different contexts and for different levels of recognition.
Right. So when a city or a landmark is famous, it means it is known by many, many people, maybe even people all over the world.
Globally known.
Exactly, for one very specific, usually impressive thing. And this thing could be a product, a building, or a natural landmark.
Okay.
And we use a specific structure here. It is famous for a noun, or it is famous for a gerund.
So, for example, if a certain food is the highlight of the city, you could say, the city is famous for its cheese.
Perfect.
To repeating that example sentence, the city is famous for its cheese. Again, the city is famous for its cheese.
Now let's use the structure with a noun related to our topic today. The city is famous for its historic architecture. The city is famous for its historic architecture.
Okay, now, the word well-known. It's similar, but we often use it for things known locally or regionally, not necessarily globally.
So on a smaller scale.
Exactly. It means known by many people in that specific area. Listen to this example. The local library is well known in the community. Repeat that sentence slowly. The local library is well known in the community. Repeat that sentence slowly. The local library is well known in the community.
So remember the distinction. A historical site can be famous worldwide, but a good local restaurant might just be well known in your neighborhood.
That's a great way to think about it.
Keep that difference in mind when choosing your vocabulary.
Okay, what's next?
Green space.
Ah, my favorite topic. Many people feel very strongly about nature and parks in a city.
I agree. So it is important to note the phrases related to this. We have several common phrases for describing nature.
Okay.
We call parks, gardens, and natural areas green spaces. This is a very common compound noun.
Green spaces.
Repeat that key phrase, green spaces. And again, green spaces.
Okay, and if the streets look beautiful and are shaded because there are trees planted everywhere, we call them tree-lined streets.
A lovely image.
It is. Repeat this phrase slowly. Tree-lined streets. Once more. Tree-lined streets.
And if you live close to major geographic features like water or mountains, you use prepositions like near to describe the location simply. So repeat these two location phrases. Near the ocean. Near the mountains. One more time. Near the ocean. Near the mountains.
Okay, let's practice combining these ideas in a slightly longer compound sentence. We use both location and features, and we use the connector word and.
Great.
Listen carefully to this example. My town is near the mountains, and it has many green spaces. Now, try repeating the full sentence structure. My town is near the mountains, and it has many green spaces. One more time. My town is near the mountains, and it has many green spaces.
This is a fantastic structure for B1 learners. Now pause for a moment and try to think of a sentence describing the nature and location in your own city using these new phrases.
Great idea. Okay, in this final section of the lesson, we want to give you a few cultural tips.
The inside scoop.
Exactly. These are simple idioms and conventions that native English speakers often use naturally in casual conversation. Learning these will make your English sound much more authentic.
Definitely. Okay, so first up, casual location descriptions. Sometimes learners try to use formal or, very long sentences when describing where something is.
Right, like something from a textbook.
Exactly. For example, they might say, it is situated next to the beach, which is correct, but
A bit formal.
a bit formal. In casual conversation, native speakers often use very simple, direct phrases that emphasize location. So instead of that long sentence, they simply say, it is right on the coast.
Much more natural.
It is. Listen and repeat this natural phrase. It is right on the coast. Again, it is right on the coast.
And that phrase right on is an important addition. It means very close, bordering, or directly next to something.
It adds emphasis.
It really does. It emphasizes the direct location or proximity. And here's another example. Instead of saying it is in the center of the country, which is a bit long, we usually say a much shorter phrase. It is right in the middle.
It's so simple.
It is. Repeat this common phrase. It is right in the middle. And again, it is right in the middle.
Using these simple short phrases like right on or right in the middle makes your English flow so much more naturally. It's a great way to sound like a native speaker.
It really is.
Yeah.
Okay, next cultural tip. Using the word vibe.
Ah, a very common one.
A very common informal word you will hear. This word is a simple shortcut for talking about the general feeling or atmosphere we discussed earlier.
Right, so the word vibe is simple and fast. When we ask, what is the vibe like, we are asking for the general atmosphere or feeling of the place. And usually you answer with just one or two words.
That's right. You can answer with an adjective that describes the general mood or energy. The response is simple. The vibe is very relaxed. Try repeating that simple conversational sentence twice. The vibe is very relaxed. And again, the vibe is very relaxed.
Let's practice that simple structure one more time. Repeat after me slowly. The vibe is relaxed. The vibe is relaxed. And again, the vibe is relaxed.
Perfect. Finally, let's cover simple phrases used for talking about transportation and moving around the city. We call this daily travel the commute.
The commute. An important topic for city life. So if transportation is fast and easy, maybe because the public transport is excellent, you can say this sentence, it is easy to get around.
A very useful phrase.
It is. Repeat that essential phrase. It is easy to get around. Once more. It is easy to get around.
But what if transportation is difficult or slow? Especially if there are too many cars.
Traffic.
Yes. You might use a strong, simple phrase like this. Traffic is terrible. Repeat that short, common complaint. Traffic is terrible. Again, traffic is terrible.
Now, for our B1 learners, we can practice using the past tense. This is great for talking about a place you used to live, or maybe how the city has changed.
Good point. Listen to this example using the past tense. I lived there 5 years ago. Traffic was terrible. Now, repeat that full sentence and really note the change to the past tense was. I lived there 5 years ago. Traffic was terrible. Let's do that one more time. I lived there 5 years ago. Traffic was terrible.
See that? We switched to was and lived when talking about a past experience. This is a very common way to talk about changes in a city over time and share your memories.
Great stuff.
We've covered so many useful structures and phrases today.
We really have.
We learned how to ask, where are you from? Describe size, atmosphere, features, and we even learned about the fun, informal vibe of a place.
Thank you so much for joining us for today's English lesson.
Yeah.
We strongly encourage you to continue listening to English every day, and most importantly, speaking English daily.
Yes.
Remember, practice is the absolute key to confidence.
Absolutely. And now for your homework. We want you to tell us about your home.
Yes, please do.
Please go to the comments section right now and tell us, what is your city or town like? Practice using the phrases you learned today.
You can use it has or it is
Yeah.
famous for.
Or maybe even describe the vibes.
I love reading your practice sentences and descriptions. When you write a comment, it shows us you are applying what you learn immediately, and that is just fantastic progress.
It really is. And don't forget to like this lesson, subscribe to the channel for more language help, and share it with friends if you found this English lesson useful.
We will be back very soon with more English lessons to help you build your confidence and fluency. Keep practicing.
Goodbye, everyone.
Thank you for learning with us.
Bye.
See you next time.